Well, thank you very much. On behalf of Banco di Napoli and the Gruppo Intesa San Paolo, I wish you the best welcome here in Naples. It is important for us to hear what the world of shipping is doing now. I would like to just point out a general consideration. I am also working as president of the largest bank in Egypt, an Italian bank. It's the biggest retail bank in Egypt. And I wanted to comment what was said before, just a general comment before going directly on the spot, which is the Italian sea economy and what we can do as banks for it. The main consideration is the following. If Europe does not take care of developing of the countries of the Mediterranean, and it should do it very shortly, we will be overwhelmed by people coming here and assisting to the deterioration of what is the European economy. It will worsen, we must be quick, and we have also good occasion of business because those countries I'm thinking about, from Turkey to Morocco, grow normally more than 3% a year. Also, if they have a revolution, that's the case of Egypt. So thinking generally, I see it on both sides, and the Mediterranean is our interest. We have banks all over the Mediterranean, and we do have also a big hope for the developing of the Mediterranean. We went into this argument quite seriously, and I would like to thank here SRM, which is a research company headed by Massimo De Andreis, who is very brilliant. And we have published a book just 2 months ago on the Italian sea economy. I'll point out the main points that come out from this book. It was, I think, an interest of the company, the research company, belongs to our bank, to our group of bank. And so it's quite important to see what is our Italian outlook. After you will be able to judge. And we also are more able, after this research, to judge where to give the money and where not to give the money. Let's begin on the sea sector. How much is worth? It's worth 7 billion euros, 7,000 companies in Italy, 500 million tons handled, 10 million containers, and 23 ports, 12 ports in the south and the rest in the north, which means 48% of the shipping comes out from the south and the rest from the north. Let's say that 30% of the import-export of Italy is done by ship. From the south is the 63% that goes out by ship. The short sea shipping sees Italy as the first nation ranked with 37% of the market. But let's go very quickly to efficiency. The logistic performance index put us at the 20th place, which is not very good compared to Germany, Netherlands, and Belgium. The cost of export a container is in Italy $1,195. In the OXE countries is 1,070. In the Netherlands is 925. The time of export of a container in Italy is 19 days, in the OXE 11, and in Netherlands 7. That's an average. I'll go on in importance of Mediterranean. The Mediterranean is growing. The traffic of the Mediterranean is growing. It's almost 20% of the whole traffic, the sea traffic of the world. The Suez Canal had an increase of 5% in the first 8 months of 2014, which is quite incredible because it's not only 2,600 tankers, but there's also 8,500 ships. As you well know, the Suez Canal is going to be doubled in a very short time, and we actually are selling bonds in Egypt at 12% of revenue on the bonds, and I think the investment cost will be covered very shortly. Let's say and speak of Italy, go down to Italy. Italy has a great occasion in the Mediterranean, and the south of Italy, as I said before, has an even greater occasion. But the problem is that we must cope with also other ports in the Mediterranean which are becoming quite competitive, like Tangier, port side, not to speak of Greek ports and Turkish ports, which are very competitive compared to us. I would skip what I think it's everybody of you know how useful special economic zones would be. Faster, less fiscal problems. But I would like to point out two things. We need a big capacity of new investments to bring all the system, which is also logistic, to become efficient. That the bank is ready to do because we have a different role compared to what it was in the old times. Old times means a few years ago. We cannot sit back, but we must be with the entrepreneur to help to become efficient. Not only in ships, I've heard much about ships, but we are also worried what all is around the ships. And I think helping that sort of efficiency is a great occasion for Italy. And I speak because in the next, I would say 2014, 2020, there'll be more than 30 billions that can be spent. 75% can be spent, their funds come from the European community, 75% can be spent in the south of Italy. So that's a great occasion. We have banks all over the Mediterranean, from Bosnia, Croatia, Albania, Turkey, Egypt, and we have a big hub in Abu Dhabi. But that's not, I think the development must come from the efficiency of Italy. I think that's very important. It's very important for the south of Italy, and we are ready to come out of our offices and sit near the entrepreneurs and try to make the choices of the investments of public money efficient and not as they were in the past, especially in boats and making ships, and not looking many years ahead, but just looking at the day after. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to Maurizio Barracco for this very interesting introductory speech. And